welcome back to my channel. Do you ever just wake up in the morning and feel like you're half dead? Because that's how I feel today. I feel like a complete and utter zombie. It's like 9:45 and I wake up at 9 and I still haven't started to function like a human being yet. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel half dead. Do people ever get that when they just feel kind of thing? No, just me. Also my hair's like poof, poof, poof. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Anyway, let's actually get to the video now. So, the video is the beginning of a mini-series, hopefully. I have a lot of tattoos, and I mean it. I have about 27 to 30. I can't actually say the exact number, because I can't remember. I've lost track now. But I have a lot of tattoos. And I thought it was about time I shared with you my tattoos, because some of them are pretty good. Some of them I really, really like. Some of them a bit like, oh, why did I get that? But they all have a story. They all have a story or a reason behind why I've got them. So I thought we could have like story time with Vicky about her tattoos. I don't know. I'll come up with some sort of cool like mini series title for this, but it's story time about my tattoos basically. I was going to try and do it in order of like my first tattoo all the way through to my most recent one, because I'm getting one on Friday the 1st of February. But you would possibly not seen this video by then. Oh well. But yeah, but the issue is once I get to like number 4 or 5, I can't remember what order I got them in. So they'll just be random ones I feel like talking about that day probably. However, for today's one, for the beginning, I can tell you my first 3/4, I think, tattoos. Because yeah, first 3/4 tattoos I could discuss and tell you the story about. So each time I talk about a tattoo, I will insert a picture here or here or here. I don't know, or here. Spoke. I don't know. I said I don't feel like a human yet. But I will talk about each one and show you a picture because it's really hard to get a camera angle with some of them, so it's easier to do a photograph. Anyway, so the very first tattoo that I got was for my 18th birthday, because that's when you're allowed to get tattoos. Don't get them before, that's naughty. So for my 18th birthday I got this bumblebee that said be happy, and my sister got a matching one and her said let it be. My sister designed both of them for us. We got the bumblebee because that's my name. My sister's nickname for me is Bee, so we thought it was fitting to get a bee tattoo. And then I got the be happy, so the bumble saying be happy, because of the fact that it was a reminder for me to be happy and positive and like woo, happy and giddy and all that. My sister got hers let it be, kind of the same thing. Remember to just let things happen, and she loved the song, the Beatles song Let It Be, so it worked like that. Fun story though about this tattoo. We went to a place, I'm not going to tell you where, actually screw it. It's called Top Gun, and it's not a very good tattoo shop. Like the tattoo places I go to now, they always laugh about how bad this shop is and how many times they have to do cover-ups and fixes, like fixing tattoos and that for people that went to these people. And yeah, they weren't the greatest. My sister's one looks alright. It's kind of gone a bit funny now over years. My one, I think it was like the day that I got it, possibly the second day I got it. I went to work and I was standing there in the kitchen because I worked in a pub, and I was like, why does my leg feel wet? Really confused. I looked down and the tattoo ink was seeping, and I mean seeping out of my leg. Like my socks were going yellow and black, all the colours were just like dripping out, and I was like, what is going on? This isn't meant to happen. And then even worse. So yeah, that's really weird. My body was pushing out the ink and out. I went to the tattoo shop like a week later to see if they could top it up or just see what was happening. And I'm like, sorry, there's nothing we can do for you. They couldn't do anything apparently. So I was left with a blotchy, not very great tattoo. And that was my first tattoo. So great experience for tattoo number 1 really. It looks nice now. The picture you're seeing looks nice, or like it looks alright, because I then got it topped up at a later date, which we'll talk about. Yeah, I went to another shop when I got another tattoo. I can't remember which tattoo it was, but I got it topped up when I got a tattoo, and he mended it, and I told him the story, and he was like, oh my god, really? Like, that shouldn't have happened. Even if your body was rejecting it, it shouldn't have been like that, and they should have then topped it up, like said, to come back in a few weeks time to top it up, but they didn't. So tattoo number 1, I still love it. I love looking down at it and thinking, reminding myself to be happy, and thinking of the fact that the funny fact that it dripped down my leg is a funny story. So that's tattoo number 1. Number 2 is on my hip, and it's a crow. This one I got, I can't remember the shop name for that one. This was, I really can't remember what the shop was called. It was like a little, like, on top of another shop built, like, thing. It was like a really small place in, like, the big town near where we live, like 45 minutes away near where we live, that kind of near. But it was a crow. Why did I get a crow? I feel really embarrassed telling you, but I'm going to tell you guys anyway. So, I had this thing. It sounds really stupid. The more I think about it, I know it sounds stupid. But there's 2 reasons. One reason I got a crow was because I loved, and I still love, Vampire Diaries. Oh, Vampire Diaries. How I love you. I love it. And Damon Salvatore in the books can turn into a crow. In the film he doesn't turn into a crow, but in the books he can. Not what I say film, it's a TV show, you know, TV part. But in the books he can turn into a crow, and I love, and I mean love, his character. He has like become my dream fantasy man. Like, I'm obsessed with him. Him and Eric Northman from True Blood, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so I got that partially because of the books and because I love Vampire Diaries. But I also got it because I have this thing that whenever I'm really, really sad or having a bad day or something, I will look out and there'll be a crow, like, near me. Sounds really stupid because where I live there's tons of crows, literally. I live in the middle of nowhere. We're in the countryside. There's loads of crows and magpies and seagulls. There's loads of birds. But I have a thing that the crows are always watching out for me. Does that make sense? Does that make me sound like a crazy person? I don't know. It just feels like it because I see them kind of when I'm happy, like generally. But whenever I'm really feeling down or having a really bad day and I look at, or I'm like walking around and I see a crow, I always feel like it's watching me in a way, and it feels like, I don't know, I feel like a connection. Like me and this crow are like, yeah, come on Vicky, you can do this. Get your chin off the ground, you can do this, you're happy, everything's going alright, blah 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 blah. So I feel like the crow is like supporting me and everything, which is, it sounds really stupid, but I still feel that now. This was like, whoa, I was 18 when that happened. I can't do maths. How old am I now? 4. So that's 6 years ago I got this crow, and I still feel like that now. I feel a little bit less crazy when I talk about it, but I still feel like the crows are like supporting me and watching me and that. So I love crows. Okay, tattoo number 3 and 4 got done at the same time, and they got done at my local tattoo shop, and that's where I go pretty much all the time now. Reactor Tattoos, I love them. I love their like shop. They're quite good, cheap, like reasonable price and everything. And I get along. Oh, I've got something where I get along with the guy that does my tattoos and everything. So we have a lot of talk and we discuss a lot of stuff, and we just generally have a good little chit chat whilst we're there. So I got these. I got 2 off this session. First one was on my leg, and it's a quote from William Shakespeare. Let's try and see if I can remember doing it on the top of my head. You know what we are, but not what we may be. It is a quote from Hamlet, and I hope it is correct that it is Hamlet. I'm pretty sure it's Hamlet. Or is it? Oh dear. Is it Hamlet? I'm pretty sure it's a quote from Hamlet. So my sister designed this one for me with a little like old school feather fountain pens, because I love that kind of stuff. I'm very antique-y and all that, and I love that sort of stuff. And she did that for me. The quote, I went for it because this time when I got it, I was struggling with knowing what I wanted to do. Like, did I want to go to uni? Did I not? What was I going to do? Was I going to work? Where am I? What was my future? I was struggling. And I can remember thinking of, I love Shakespeare. I absolutely love William Shakespeare. I love all his plays. He's one of my favourite writers, I think. But I kept thinking, what could I get like for that quote? And then I came across this quote, and I was like, that's so true for where I was now. Because like, I know who I am, but I don't, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard to explain like when you think about it. But if you really think about the quote, it's kind of like good. So you know what you are, I'm Diggy, but you don't know what you're gonna what you'll be. I don't know what my future's going to be like. I don't know what could happen to me. I don't know how I could change and like grow as a person. But I know who I am, kind of like that. So I felt like it was a good quote to go with and a good little like reminder. So that's why I got that one. The only issue with that one is, you'll see in the photo, I don't know where I'm leaning. That's because I'm pointing. Yeah, it's down here. It's this leg. I can't even lift my leg up high enough. Oh, I'm in jeans. Can you see it? Is it? Is that leg? But the only reason I I'm not 100% keen on it anymore is because I should have got it bigger. Because we've discovered it through time, my legs don't accept tattoos very well. Like, the whole leaking one should have been a clear sign. But it wasn't. I just blamed Top Gun for being crap, really. But the small tattoos on my legs go a bit funny, so I have to get bigger ones for my legs to like accept it. I don't know why. My legs are weird apparently. But this tattoo, I don't know that, no. So this tattoo is gone a bit like hard to read now because of the fact it's gone a bit blurry. But you can't, and the thing is you can't even top it up to try and make it clearer because it's such a small tattoo. It's just, it would ruin it. So I have to just let it seep, disperse into my leg basically. But if it was bigger it would have been perfect and it would be great, but I didn't do it bigger. And then the last tattoo we're going to discuss, really I should discuss 4 and the other one because I got this one and then I got another one that's exactly the same at a later date. So let's go up to 5. We'll go up to 5 tattoos. So I got on my right foot a little aeroplane. I think it was flying out. I'm pretty sure it's flying out. Well, and this is when I got the other one. And I got it because I love to travel. I am a huge traveller fan. I love to travel. I love to go to different worlds. I love to go to different countries and discover different cultures and everything. I seriously love to travel. I love the feeling of being on an aeroplane and everything. And I thought it would be fun to get a little aeroplane on my foot travelling out because I'm going outward. I'm going to depart. However, I then thought about it at a later date and I thought it was it's such a cute tattoo. I still think it's one of my favourites actually. And my tattoos, this was done 6 years ago. Maybe 7 now. No, maybe 5, I mean. 6 to 5 years ago, probably more 5 than 6 now actually. But he still mentions it as well as one of his favourite tattoos he's done for me. But it's super adorable, super cute. And then at a later date, I was like, I want another one on the other foot coming in. So I've got the arrivals. So I've got a departure, one going on holiday, and then I've got one coming up my body as a the arrivals, so I was coming home. And I thought that's quite good. I'm going on holiday, I'm coming home, and it works really well and really cute, and I absolutely love them. And the thing is, people always told me foot tattoos like rub and fade really quickly. These still haven't. These look so good still, considering they're like 5 years old. And I wear shoes, well I literally live in shoes, even when I'm at home. I've got my socks, my slippers on, like I've always got something on my feet. And yeah, I got told they'd rub off. They look pretty damn good still, I think. But there you go. That is my first 5 tattoos. Maybe we'll try and do 5 each time, so then it won't be too long videos. I probably talked way too much. I probably made no sense at all half the time. But there you go. That's my story for my first 5 tattoos that we've got. We will just work our way up the body next time. I think we'll do, like, maybe we'll do the right leg, then we'll do the left leg, and then we'll just make our way up the body. I don't know. We'll decide. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you actually do want to see more about more about my tattoos and want to learn more about them. Because I'll probably make videos still anyway, to be honest, because I like talking, which is weird. Anyway, so yeah, do you have any tattoos? Let me know in the comments below. What is your story behind your tattoo if you have a story? Do you have a weird tattoo story where the ink fell out of your leg? Or did you like fall asleep when you got a tattoo? That's something. When I got my crow tattoo, I nearly fell asleep. It was so relaxing on the hip. It felt relaxed, so nice. I loved it, like the feeling of it, and I was like, but yeah, just add to it. But yeah, have you got a weird reason to why you got the tattoo? Anyway, let's talk about tattoos in the comments below because I love tattoos. And I've now said tattoos way too much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I put up videos every Sunday and every Wednesday. And that is everything. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the time of day is. I hope you've been smiling because that's the most important thing. And I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye!